Happy First Gen Friday, everyone, and welcome to another episode of You Belong. I'm your host, Scarecrow Yolanda Norman. You like the face paint? A little something that I did to celebrate because tomorrow's Halloween. And so we have been getting ready with our own kids and trying to pick out Halloween costumes. And my daughter was actually the inspiration for today's talk. She this year is going to be a princess, as she always is every year, but she decided she wanted to be a princess with a mask. So let me show you the mask she picked out. You see? So the cool thing I love about her mask is it's two different colors, and the mask is a glow in the dark on this side and a pink on this side. Can you see it? So she decided she wanted to put stickers all over her mask because she said, Mommy, a princess needs stickers. So Mommy complied. So how is this my inspiration for today? We are going to talk about how do you balance two different worlds as a first generation college student. Stay tuned. All right, so a lot of you may be feeling something that a number of first generation students feel, and that is this piece of balancing two different worlds. So with these two worlds, you have the world where you came from, for your home, your neighborhood, and then you also have your new college life. Regardless if you are a freshman or a senior or even a graduate student in college as a first generation college student, this is something that many of us are going through. And I definitely had this experience of thinking about college environment was very different from my home environment. And it was something where I thought that I had to hide who I was, and I had to play two different parts of going back home and not wanting to sound too collegiate or use too big words because I didn't want people to think that I felt like I was better than them, because that's something that I heard when I was going throughout my college career. The first thing I want to tell you, and probably the most important thing that I want you to know, is be comfortable with who you are. Balancing these two worlds as a first generation college student, understanding your identity, understanding the person that you're becoming, and know that you're only going to grow from here. Each experience that you've already had in your past, back at your community, back in your neighborhood, has shaped you for who you are today. So own it. Own that person that you are. Regardless if you come from a middle income background, a low income background, regardless if both parents were in your home or you grew up with that amazing mother who raised you to be the student you are today. Take hold of your identity and understand that as a first generation college student, as a pioneer, you are paving the way for so many to come behind you. So owning who you are, enjoying who you are, and being okay with where you're going in your life right now. Another thing that I want you to think about with balancing these two worlds is if you find yourself in a situation where you're really struggling to belong, I guess, is the title of our show. If you're really struggling to talk with your family back at home and help them to really understand where you are now, and things are differently, you may view the world differently. And that is the purpose of college. It's about you critically thinking about everything that you've ever known and really making decisions and understanding why you're making those decisions. And if you're doing that and you're questioning and you're putting meaning to your life, then your university is doing their job, because now those wheels are turning and you are seeing a bigger picture. about everything around you, about the people around you, and you're able to share that with your family. You're able to share that with your campus community. When you find yourself questioning and thinking about those different things and moving through those hard times, don't forget about counseling services. Don't forget to talk with them about how do I balance these two things and balance who I really am as a person. Also, talking with a mentor is a great way for them to tell you a little bit more about their story. Not only first generation college students find themselves balancing two worlds. As a mother, I have to remember that I'm also a person, and who I am and who I was before I was a mom. And so the balance of me being able to be a mom to my children, to be a wife to my husband, and to be a friend to my friends is also really important. So thinking about it in that terms of we all have to go through some type of balance and really understanding what type of person we are and what type of person we are becoming. A third thing that I want to talk to you about is share this information with faculty and help them to be able to understand what is this balance that first generation college students are going through. For some of the first generation students that I work with, they live at home with their parents, but they're also going to college. So that balance in their face is something that is so strong, and it's a daily balance where sometimes students that live on campus don't have to necessarily work that daily balance because they get to live away, whereas someone who is a commuter student has to continue to go back home. So if you're a commuter student who is going through that balance of going to college, whether you're going to morning classes or you're going to evening classes and you have to come back home, and you're trying to help your parents understand that you are growing, you are developing, you're seeing new things, talk with your faculty about that, even getting their feedback. And sometimes faculty enjoy learning from students too. So you being able to be that example and sharing your experience and sharing your story with a faculty member about you balancing this piece of being in an academic environment and being back home where the academic environment isn't as well known. And so now how do you talk to your parents about you needing a space to do your homework? And maybe your little brother and little sister don't need to be in your room when you're really trying to study for that upcoming test, because it's a little bit different than when you were in high school. As you're going through it and as you're balancing these different worlds, remember who you are. Take time to reach out on your campus when you're finding that it's a little bit of a struggle for you and it's a little bit of a challenge for you, because your university does not expect you to answer every question on your own. And that is the point of them being there to support you and help you to succeed. Don't forget about your family. Don't forget about your classes. Bring it all together. And balancing both of those worlds, take it from my daughter, find a way to use that balance and make it your own. Whether you're putting stickers on it or whatever you're doing, you're celebrating the good times and you're celebrating when you're getting over challenges. Find a way to really understand about your balance and reach out when you need it. Your homework for this week, hey, I'm not giving you homework. Have fun this Halloween weekend. Be safe. And let me know what you're going to be for Halloween. Leave me some comments if you're watching the video. And if you're watching this after Halloween, you can let me know what you did for Halloween. Even do a video reply with your little Halloween costume if you would like. So thanks for joining me, and I really appreciate you guys every week, every Friday, and hoping that these topics are beneficial to you, because if they are, I would love to hear from you and love more topic ideas about what information you want to see and even what advice you have for other first generation college students. So until next time, know that you are beautifully and wonderfully made, even if you're a scarecrow, and you belong. Take care. Happy Halloween. Bye.